Hello. I am running behind already. Woo! Um, Hi everybody, it's Jade. Um, I am getting ready for an event I have this evening. Amethyst and I are going to a watch party of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and this is for the Thom Impact Fund. It is a tribute to a remarkable individual who overcame addiction to lead a productive and purposeful life. As a proud gay man, Thom left a lasting impact on those around him. The fund's mission is to positively impact others by providing grants to organizations who improve the lives of LGBTQ community members, particularly youth and those in recovery. So I'm going to post this in the comments section of this live stream, in theory. Once I figure out how to do that, it should be live on that page, but it's not showing up. Technology. There we go. Okay. I'm going to post this in, or maybe I'm not going to post it in there because I can't post to meh. Let me find the because the event is very cool. I save that link. I can copy that link and I can put it right here for everybody on Facebook. And I can go over to YouTube, which is going to take me an extra moment to do. So while I do that, I'm going to peel some glue off of my earrings. Official. How do I view my channel? Yeah, how about that? How's everybody doing out there? I'm having a technology. Start a Q&A poll. No, I don't want to. I want to post this there. I love it. I love everything. I love what's going on. All right. So here I am. I am getting ready in my uncomfortably warm drag room right now. We still have not been turning the AC units on because when one of them is on, all four of them have to be on. And that cost me about $300 a month a few months ago. And I hated it. So while there is air conditioning in the apartment, it is isolated to the boyfriend's bedroom and my bedroom. Hi, Jess. This room is neither of those. So I do a face similar to yesterday's because I really liked what I did, but I'm going to do some green today because I have not utilized green in so long, and I feel like it's time to. So we're gonna play with color today. Today's gonna be all purple and green. And I hope you like it, because if not, there's gonna be a lot of pictures of it. So while I'm sitting here getting ready, if anybody has anything they want to chat about, please do. Just, type away under the video. Yesterday was York County Pride, and it was an incredible day. Had such an amazing lineup. Regina Holiday, I want to talk about that bitch for a second. She is such a hard worker. She put so much love and effort into making yesterday a success, and it truly was. She got there so early, and she was going nonstop until the after party was over. There was an after party downtown in York. It was at the Handsome Cab, and I keep forgetting the name of the other venue because it sounds similar to a venue that used to be up here, and my brain will not separate the two for some reason. But she was going nonstop. She didn't perform at the after party, but she did DJ and MC, and then hopped right in her car and drove to Cape May in southern Jersey. So, girl, amazing. Um, we did sash our new York County Pride title holder, Alize LaDiamond, who it was really good to see her yesterday. Alize and I haven't seen each other for a while, and it was so delightful to be around her. Although I will say, she was broken by the end of that uh, after party, and she as well had to go to Cape May for today's shows. She got about an hour of sleep before she started the journey. I salute both of those crazy bitches. I've done the event in Cape May before, and it is worth it. If I were asked, I would have done the journey too. Except I have an event today. I'm going to post this once again. There's a QR code on there if you would like to get tickets. I believe there are still tickets available. It's going to be at the Midtown Cinema, which is right downtown here in Harrisburg. So, you know, it's raising money for an incredible cause. Amethyst and I are going to be there. We were, I don't know how they do it, but they're amazing. They sure are. At first, Amethyst is like, "What do you mean we're just showing up and we're not performing?" And then she realized we had York Pride yesterday. She's like, "Oh, right. We're gonna have tip buckets beside us. Um, and pretty much anything people put in the tip buckets goes right to the Thom Finn Impact Fund. So we want to give back as well." Probably looks weird that I am only painting down half of my hairline, but the wig I'm wearing tonight covers half of it, so I only have to cover half my hairline. Probably gonna look crazy, but that's okay. Drag is crazy. I was crazy for part of the event last night. Like there were times I was talking, I don't know what I was talking about. I need to bring my fan up here. Give me just a moment. I will be right back. This is a little much. Okay. Da, 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 da. In theory, this should help. And it does. Okay. Okay, I want to do things a little bit differently today. I've been trying to add more white to my eyes to make them pop a little bit more, but I use Clown White by Miron. And while it goes on well, it's frustrating because once it's on, I can't really paint over it very well. And stuff doesn't stick to it. So I'm going to try a different application process for it today. I may just retire it. I don't know. Like many drag performers, I'm a theater person. I got my start in theater, so I still stick with a lot of theater tricks. But the cosmetics industry has gotten so good at what they do that it may be time to retire some of the theater tricks. When I did Yuletide at the Ren Fair this year, it was very funny because I've talked about this before, I know. I was stepping into a role that somebody else had played for a number of years, the incredible Graham Luker. And I saw pictures of what he did. I tried not to watch video because I didn't want that to influence how I was going to play it. He is currently out at the Oregon Renaissance Fair playing James VI of Scotland, which kudos to the Oregon Fair. They made the very progressive choice to have James VI with his, I believe the title was Master of the Bedchamber. It's pretty well hinted at in history that James favored the company of men. So they leaned into it, and people love it. Again, visibility matters, representation matters. And of course, there are people all sorts of bent out of shape about it. We don't understand why they're trying to take over everything. One queer character existing in a show doesn't mean we're taking over everything. Sorry about it. Um, hate that argument. I'm trying to conquer everything. No, we're just trying to show that there's more than just one way to be a person. Sorry. I really hope this turns out great because I've been a little frustrated. Well, I've been Viola the last few weeks, so I haven't been using most of my typical drag tricks over the last few weeks. It does crack me up that when I play Viola, it literally takes me 30 minutes to get into makeup, which is good because my costume takes 30 minutes too. but I had it created so that I can put it on and take it off by myself. It's actually technically it would be a woman's riding outfit or outdoor outfit. It's also done in a bit of a masculine style. Ooh, the audacity. Well, my face is loving putting on drag 2 nights in a row. That's fun. I hope this turns out the way I want it to. It might not. Who knows? It's crazy how much glare there is on this. Although StreamYard changed their settings recently, so I have lots of like wild options. I could do vintage. I could just do this in black and white if I wanted to. Keep it a little darker, soft, cool. Oh, that's fun. Cinematic. The Okay, we're just gonna keep it with the original. But yeah, I can really mess around with the settings on StreamYard now. It's pretty great. And considering the monthly fee went up, I'm gonna play with every setting I can. When we started doing Inside the Drag Closet, I paid like $25 a month for StreamYard. Well, I paid like 45 because the network we were on wanted us to pay for the like most expensive option so I could have everything, and there was no need. There was no need for all of that. Um, then I downgraded our subscription because we weren't using like half of what we were paying for. And then the subscription went to that price for the downgraded. So yay. Um, so head on over to Patreon. Jess, I think you're the only one watching. So you're already a Patreon. So okay. A lot more white in my eye area. We were so tired last night when we drove home. Like I was beat after the after party. I think we were all a little like heat stroked yesterday because we were exhausted doing that after party. We were trying to figure out we need food. Hello. Are you dressing up tonight? Are you dressing up tonight? I dress a little nicer, like a button-down shirt or something. Okay, because it's a kind of formal thing. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Dress up. The um but yeah, we were driving home. I was just like, I'm hungry but I don't want to stop. We got as far as Lime Kiln Road, and I'm like, we're going to McDonald's. I don't give a damn. That McDonald's, I don't know what they were going through, but they were going through it. Um, we went through the drive-through. They took our order. They had us pull aside, and they had every car after us like pull into the like pickup zones. It took like 10 minutes. I was like, what is happening? I feel like they had a bunch of call-offs because one person who came out was wearing a McDonald's shirt and like shorts. And I was like, they're going through something. The upside was, while even though we waited, when we did get our food, the customer service was fantastic. So if anybody from the McDonald's Corporation is just like, oh, they weren't adhering to dress code, they were getting through it and they did a great job with it. So, I've had the little jingle from the beginning of Priscilla stuck in my head all day. A desert holiday, let's pack the drag away. You take the lunch and tea, I'll take the ecstasy. I guarantee I will be singing that out loud in the theater today. I kind of wish Amethyst and I were doing like commentary during the movie because I think that would be a lot of fun. But I don't know what exactly they want. I don't know if they think that might be a little too distracting, but I've been bringing my blush up a little bit more lately. And I kind of like it. I got to run into a lot of people yesterday that I hadn't seen in a while. That was kind of nice. I actually spent some time in the quiet room too, because I was getting overwhelmed. It was like I think I've earned a little bit of a mental respite. And it was really nice in there. Like I told them, I wish there was a better location for the quiet room, but there really isn't at that venue. That's just the way it is. We found like Mr. Sutton's theater. Oh, completely. I totally want to do an MST3K with the movie, but we'll see what happens tonight. I have to send out an email to everybody doing the Pride Festival of Central PA pageant. All of their music is due by the end of the week. I'm not chasing people down. If you don't get your music in, you don't perform. Simple as that. I'm also collecting a lot of the music for the after party, so I have to get with DJ Madge and send that all to her. Thank you for being awesome. I don't remember where I got this. I know it was a thank you for something. No idea. I love receiving gifts like that, but I always feel horrible when I don't remember where I got them. Okay. I'm really far behind and I hate that. Nah, wrong one. I made so many people listen to Bangaranga from the Eurovision winner yesterday. Now we're going to get creative. This is where things go sideways. I wanted it to work. I really wanted that to work. But all it did was like peel up glue. The backup plan. Okay. Kind of fixed it. Meh. feel like I have brushes missing. That's weird. Like, I just got excited about this because I have some really nice greens in this eyeliner set, and I'm like, oh, I want to use that. I think I'm going to do a bright green up top, lined with a dark green. Ah, let me turn off my green screen for a second, because didn't think that through. There we go. Ah, ah, that was funny. I was like, how does it look? Well, choices were made. Ooh. Do I want to do, okay. I want to get crazy. I think I'm going to do blue. It makes no sense with what I'm doing. I'm not doing any other blue, but that's kind of fun. Yeah. That's very fun. Okay. Back on track. I like what I'm doing. Let's use the brush. This is fun. Me too. That's fun. Okay. Is it exactly what I wanted it to be? No, but it's fun. One at a time. My brain is being very exciting right now because I'm trying to have, I've been to Paradise, but I've never been to Me in my head. But I have the Dragapella version stuck in my head. I've been through Parasites, but I've never had VD. Both beautiful songs. But I'm like, what is happening in my head right now? For anyone who doesn't know who I mean by Dragapella, the group known as the Kinsey Six have rebranded themselves, and they now go by the name Dragapella, which is a very cool change. I can only assume that that change came about because people didn't know what a Kinsey Six was. So, on the scale of sexuality, someone who is a six on the Kinsey scale is exclusively homosexual. Which, truthfully, I don't know how relevant the Kinsey scale is anymore because, you know, I think people are getting more and more fluid in their sexuality. Um, I don't know that I am, but I know a lot of people are. ADHD be like that sometimes. Listen, my therapist said I don't actually qualify. That's a true statement, by the way. My therapist like ran me through the tests, and I don't actually qualify for ADHD. I do, however, click a lot of the boxes. It 23. Okay, I got this done pretty well, pretty quickly. I'm going to have brown eyebrows tonight. I'm actually going to have Lady Viola's eyebrow color. It's the wig I'm wearing. I could do black, but, you know, brown actually looks fine too. Think it was opening day of the fair this year. I didn't color in my eyebrows. I just left them the basic like this. And I looked at pictures later and I was like, oopsie. It was also rainy and gross that whole day. Today is closing day of the New Jersey Renaissance Fair. Didn't really like sink in until just now that this is the first closing day that I am not at since 2012 or 2011. Um, I did miss one fair day in 2023. Um, and that was due to the fair moving and schedules changing, and that was a crazy year. Um, Everybody basically had to step up in any way they could to make the fair happen that year. And we did, and it was a huge success. Um, Speaking of huge successes, York County Pride yesterday doubled its attendance from the year before. So, like, that's amazing. Like, the entire board should be so proud because I know the amount of work they put in. It was so funny. During the after party, I ran into Christina, who is the president of the board. She was having a great time. Um, I feel really bad that I can't remember the name of the venue. I keep on wanting to say Grateful Goat, and I know that's not it, but I feel like that's close. Um, I'm a bad person. Um, yeah, so many people were there. It was it was a huge turnout. It was fantastic. You know what? We're gonna do a cute lip color tonight. We're gonna play. Drag is meant to be fun. Let's party. Call time is in just about an hour. was just thinking about one thing that came up yesterday, and it became such a non-issue that I don't even think I want to talk about it. What? Oh, the bottom of one of the things came off. Boo. I gave a set of these to Amethyst, and I hope she uses them because they are delightful. What color lipses should we do? This. Yeah. Well, that's not working. I'm just gonna... Actually, I like the way it is. All right, I'm gonna put my lashes on, and then I'm gonna throw on an outfit. The downside is the lashes I used yesterday, no idea where they are. I took them off. I put them in something. No idea. I got Ardell's faux mink lashes now. These lashes are like, they're my Viola lashes, so they're kind of small, but yeah. I am also kind of small, so that's fine. Line under these like a little bit. So, time for me to... Why? Why is she doing that? Hmm. Let's try that again. Weird. That's better. Okay. So now I'm going to get going. So everybody be safe out there. Go out, support local drag. If you can, come on out tonight. It's going to be a really fun show. Or if you have not gotten your tickets yet for the Pride Festival of Central Pennsylvania and Dame Glenda Memorial Pride Tour pageant, get your tickets ASAP. There are links on the Pride Festival of Central Pennsylvania Facebook page. We are celebrating 30 years of title holders this year. It's going to be our first celebration of 30 years. And there is going to be an after party afterward hosted by DePiro's Divas. Our MCs for that event will be Enigma and Ashlyn Manhattan with DJ Madge, and our newly crowned at that time Pride Festival of Central Pennsylvania ambassador. We also have a nice lineup of formers that are going to be there. It's going to be a wonderful evening. So go on out and stay safe. Bye.